Honorable Minister Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, my colleague and brother, Honorable Minister Shri Suresh Angadi ji, Shri A.K. Singh ji, local representatives, ladies and gentlemen. Railways, while it's a means of transportation, it is also a very emotional connect that all of us have in our lives. Prahlad just now spoke about his own emotional connect, which is far, far more deeper than possibly at least Suresh Angadi ji or me, having been born in a railwayman's family. But by and large, each one of us in our lives has had some part of the railways play an important element throughout our life. It's been a silent and supporting witness to our struggles. It has witnessed so many journeys. A student's journey filled with anxiety, a family's journey filled with hope, a businessman's journey filled with dreams, a pilgrim's journey filled with faith and devotion. It also has played such an important role in our journey to gain independence. And Mahatma Gandhi ji, father of the nation, would always prefer to travel in train so that he could connect with the people of India. He could meet the people of India. He could understand the real India so that his learnings from his train travel. From my childhood, I have always been fascinated by the trains. I still remember as a young boy traveling in trains which were run by steam engine and we used to travel second class when I was a very small child. And the little pieces of coal that used to come on us had a joy of its own in the steam engine. Diesel engine replaced the steam engine. Electric engines have now replaced diesel engines. And now we are moving to train sets and bullet trains. Fast, efficient, comfortable means of transport. This whole story of the evolution of the railways is truly phenomenal. And a museum is a physical monument which captures this story, these emotions. In fact, I am delighted that Honorable Minister Angadi ji has only last week inaugurated the station near Arasulu, a station named Arasulu near Shivamoga, where the Malgudi days has been recreated. It's a Malgudi museum there. I remember I used to see the Malgudi days serial with great joy. They were really remarkable. I think it was Shankar Nag who had created the Malgudi days. It was truly a remarkable journey through the traditional old times that was reflected in the Malgudi days. And I'm delighted that in close succession, we are today going to dedicate to the nation the Rail Museum at Hubli. In fact, when we talk about the journey of life, and if I may be permitted to quote from a very famous motivational author, Paulo Coelho, he had said, our life is a constant journey from birth to death. The landscape changes, the people change, our needs change, but the trains keep moving. Life is the train, not the station. And I think as we are moving into a new phase in the post-COVID world, a lot of things are going to change. Angadi ji rightly said that the mask will also be a remembrance in years to come of these days. But I only hope that very quickly we can move out of our mask and put the mask in the museum, and life can come back to normal. What do museums do? While Praladji is very right, it will become a very beautiful tourist attraction center. Children, school children, young next generation will learn about the history rich tradition of the railways, where Praladji's own father has contributed his whole life, has dedicated his whole life. Museums also tell the society our stories of shared history and culture. Telling such stories is most important. It is a remembrance of our roots. It tells us where we have come from and where we are going. As they say, always remember your roots. They are the foundation of your life and the wings for your future. Now, as we are going through these rapidly changing times in COVID, it is extremely important that we preserve our memories before we start to forget them. The railways has come a long way since the steam locomotives to Tejas trains, Vande Bharat, the Vistadome coaches, and we are evolving to make the Indian Railways 100% electrified railway. At the next stage, 100% electrified by green energy, that is friendly energy, pollution free energy, through a massive rollout of 20,000 megawatt of solar and other forms of renewable energy. We wish to see the Indian Railways as a service organization, which is not only providing world-class service to our passengers, but also for freight movement. In fact, it is only fitting tribute to Honorable Minister Prahlad Joshi ji that we are starting this museum in Hubli, because as coal minister, Prahlad ji is our biggest customer. In fact, the bread and butter of railways comes from the coal ministry and the movement of coal. And as they say, customer is king. So when there is a project being inaugurated in Prahlad Joshi ji's area, then being my biggest customer, it is my duty to be there. I would have ideally liked to be in Hubli, but after COVID gets reasonably sorted out and we can start traveling more freely, I really look forward to visiting Hubli, to visiting this rail museum and enjoying the wonderful artifacts, the wonderful display, the very beautiful digital display also that you have set up. And I shall certainly look forward to coming to Hubli and spending a day with our biggest customer, Shri Prahlad Joshi ji. And maybe I can try and convince him to move a few million tons of coal extra in lieu of that. As time passes, railways will continue to evolve, will continue to improve, will continue to change. But our legacy will always remain the same. And I'm delighted that this museum will help all of us share this legacy with the next generation. Prahlad ji will be able to tell his children, show his children how his grandfather served this organization, with what great difficulties, trials, tribulations his father had worked over there. All of you will be able to showcase the enormous work you have all done over the last 30, 35 years that many of you have put in serving the nation, serving the railways. And joy multiplies when shared with others. A museum is a place which shares our joy with the rest of society. Our joy at being a railwayman, at being a part of the railway family. And I would like to add my own thanks to Suresh Angadi ji's words. for the phenomenal work that all of you in the Indian Railways have put in, for your absolutely remarkable achievements in the Shramik specials, moving freight trains through the COVID period, ensuring that throughout the country, every essential product is available, even during the most strictest lockdown that India had imposed. You have served the nation, well, but as they say, we have miles to go before we can rest, before we can sleep. So I'm sure all of us will continue in our journey to serve the people. As they say, life is a journey. Let's travel it well. Let's make the railways truly a vehicle, an engine of growth of India. Let us all pledge ourselves to meet the aspirations of 1.3 billion people, 130 crore people. Let us work towards fulfilling the vision that Prime Minister Modi has set before the nation to make it a $5 trillion economy by 2025. Let us all pledge ourselves towards an Atmanirbhar Bharat. Let us, as the Honorable Prime Minister gave a clarion call, once again focus on Swachhata in the next 6 days. And by the 15th of August, bring back our railways to that spick and span railways that all of you through your hard work have created. I hope we will continue to receive the blessings of the people of India, the support of Honorable Minister Shri Prahlad Joshi ji, and all of us will take the necessary precautions in our work, maintaining social distance, wearing a face cover or mask at all times in public. Let us take all the precautions so that our families, our near and dear ones also remain safe, also remain healthy. My best wishes to all of you. Good luck, stay safe, stay healthy, and compliments to Southwestern Railway led by A.K. Singh for the wonderful achievements of the Southwestern Railway, for making this museum in such a short period of time, and for successfully having this launch program even in the midst of COVID. I'm sure the Southwestern Railways will continue to serve the people with the same dedication and the same spirit that I've seen from time to time. Good luck to all of you.